Hey, Diane DeWald with CreativeCatCrafts.com. Welcome back to the channel. And the last time I was on, we created this card, and this one I added a little more interest to it. And Sandy Lax and I both noticed that in the stamping of the script that I did, the script is backwards, and it was the functionality of how I was getting that stamped onto the card. So we're going to make a birthday card today utilizing the same layout, different colors, some different sentiment, because it's going to be a happy birthday. And we're going to do a big old butterfly here on the front, and we're going to revisit some techniques that I have done here recently. And I have this here so that my camera has something to focus on when I go grab my glass mat. Creative Framing over in Fort Wayne on North Anthony Boulevard. They've done some framing for me, and I'm going to do a short video probably in the next 2 weeks, hopefully, after I get back from Canada with my nephew's wedding. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that. So let's go ahead. Do I want the glass mat? I want the glass mat, but I also need my Misty. So let's pull that off to the side, and I'm going to pull you out just a smidge so you can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit. And I need to reconnect my remote. That's in. This is going back out. And I'm going to use some mixed media paper from scrapbook.com today, and I'm going to tuck this right here in the corner. I want to make sure it stays where it's supposed to stay. And the stamp I'm using is from Beautiful Butterflies. I've just recently used this one a lot, but we're going to use this little guy right here. Oops, turn it over. I've not used this one before. So we're going to get this inked up and then washed off. Oh, I need to move that off to the side just a little. So let me ink this little guy up. I'm just going to ink him up with some Gina K Black Onyx and then wash him off. So that way I get the manufacturer residue off this stamp. And this is Megan Andrews' trick. So bear with me. So I'm going to use Gina K Whisper ink, and we're going to get this little guy all inked up. And I think you'll be able to see it. Yep, there was a little bit of black that came through, and that's okay. So I'm going to grab some Gina K stamp cleaner. I'm going to spritz it on that stamp because that Whisper is a pigment ink, amalgam, which is in the pigment line. And then I'm going to spritz this with water. I've got ink all over my little spray bottles, splattering my ink for me. I'm not moving the cardstock, and I'm not moving the butterfly. And we're going to start out with Tangerine Twist, Sweet Mango, and Marigold. And I'm just putting a little bit down on my glass board of each of these inks. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, but I'm going to use yellows and oranges here. And I've got the if I'm pronouncing it right, the Kuretake watercolor pen brush. It's got water in it. I picked up a couple more. I believe I picked this up from Amazon, so I will have that link down below. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to spritz just a little bit of water on there. And I did overspray, but that's okay. And I'm just going to pick up some of this And we're going to stay within, oh, how about I move you in closer so you can really see what I'm doing. And I'll move this up. And I want to stay in the lines of the butterfly. And I'm just gonna, you know what? I need a glass of water. I'll be right back. I just grabbed a quick Dixie cup in the bathroom next to where I sit. And I don't know if this mixed media is gonna work. And it's not. So let me clean that brush off. I'm going to redo this, and I'm going to do it on watercolor. It really needs to be on watercolor. I thought I was going to be able to get away with it. And I'm using the Canson watercolor paper. And we're going to go ahead and repeat getting this little butterfly stamped down. Yep, that's enough for me to see. And let me clean off this guy once again. Spritz him with some water. Okay, let's try this again. I know this is really faint. Get a little bit of water on that as well. And I just want to stay within the lines of this butterfly. The outline of it. The rest of it doesn't matter to me. And I don't know if you can hear Sylvie, but she's having a grand old time downstairs. And I'm just cleaning my brush off a little because we're going to pick up some of this yellow now. And kind of spread this around. And if it picks up some of the orange, I really don't care. As long as it stays within the complete outline, because we're going to go back and stamp that in black ink. Oh, picked up some of that marigold. That's kind of cute. I like that. Let me get a little water. I have water in this brush, and I don't know why I'm not squeezing it. I guess maybe because I really don't want it to put too much water down. Let's get some oranges out here. And yes, this looks terrible, like I did my last butterfly with this, but it's going to be stunningly beautiful when we are done with it. Let's see if I've got any of those little holes. I really want this to pop off the page. Color-wise. So let's see if I can pick up a little more color down in here. I really want this to pop in the middle. Boy, and my kitty Sylvie is just having a grand time downstairs. My husband's home and down there with her. Oh, let's get this yellow really vibrant. Oh, I think she brought me a toy. Okay, I'm going to call that done. And let me move that water off to the side. And I'm going to move him out of the way. And I'm going to pick up this ink off this glass board. Okay, so I'm done spraying water. And I can get rid of that glass board for now. And let me get you out just a smidge. Oops, not in, out. And I'm not going to move that off. I'm going to grab my Ranger Heat It tool. And I know it's on a stamp, but I just want to dry this off as best I can. There, it's starting to curl. Okay, tack that back down, and we're going to get this butterfly looking beautiful. This is VersaFine Clair, the Nocturne. I am absolutely loving this black ink. Let me get my okay, and this side in the center, and then over there, the center. Trying not to moosh it down, but I think my top plate on my Misty is warped. Oh, that's gorgeous. I think that's absolutely beautiful. My friend is going to love this. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this off, and we're going to set this aside and really let that pigment ink have a chance to dry. And in the meantime, I'm going to spritz this guy up. See how Gina's cleaner just really cleans up pigment ink off of these stamps. I just love it. So let's make sure that lid's on, and I'm going to cover my water brush because we're done with that, and put this back where it belongs because we're done with that little butterfly. And on to the next. Okay, the simple supplies, and I am shopping my stash today. I am using, what is this? This is the mask circle. I used this on that pink card I showed you, and the mandala maker. And since everybody is doing a bunch of doodling, you probably have these archival ink pens, and this is a Pigma Micron. It's the 03. So it's a pretty fine line, and that's what I'm going to use to draw these straight lines with a ruler. And the other thing I did not grab, let me throw the dimensions up on the screen for you. Master Layout 1, we are using the 2 large rectangles. So the smaller, which is 3 3/4 by 5, that is, I'm using Neenah Classic Crest Solar White 80 pound. And then the matte layer, which is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, I'm using Pop Tone Black Licorice 65 pound because I mail a lot of my cards through the mail, and I like to add a ton of layers, and I'm trying to save some weight. So let's get this off screen. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the circles. These are just circle outlines, and there are 3 of them. You can use anything from here. I like the circles because that's my theme, is just circles. And then let me grab the big mask out of here, and we're going to use that. And I'm going to pull my grip mat from my Misty. I'll put that back here in a little bit. And here is, I've already got my cardstock cut down, and we're just going to put that right there. And on this, I don't know if you can see it. There, you can kind of see the lines when I get it in the right light. That's the, it really doesn't matter since it's a circle, but those lines are on there, and they're going to help me put that circle right smack in the middle of, a little bit of color there from my pink days, but that'll put that circle right there in the middle. There, it's straight. So now I've got, I'm not going to use Tangerine Twist here. I'm going to use, what do I want to use? So this, here's our butterfly. I'm going to go ahead and use the sweet mango to be a little bit of a contrast to this butterfly is very yellow, which is perfectly fine. I'm gonna get those stamps out of the way. And I've already cleaned off my orange brush, but let's just do it again. There we go. And let's get this inked up. And this is very light hand. In fact, why don't I get you a little closer? There. Very light hand. I'm going to start off. I'm going to pounce it a few times. Just start on the edge, going around, and then increasing pressure, going to the middle, big sweeping motion. And let's see what kind of color we have here. Oh, I like that. But I want it a little bit darker. So ink it up a little bit more. Ooh. Tap, tap, and again, a very light hand. But I'm going to increase the pressure a little because I do want this to be, and I'm changing directions, do want it to have a little bit of contrast. And let's see what we've got. Oh, that's perfect. So let me clean this. And I need some scrap paper because I'm going to come in and we're going to do, let me demonstrate it here for just a minute. So that's full strength. That's half strength. Full strength, half strength. And I'm going to try the half strength on this first. I kind of like that. I think the full strength might just be a little bit much. And that's our large circle. Oh, I don't know. Let me try it down here. It's going to be underneath the butterfly. Yeah, that's too much. It'll be underneath the butterfly, so it'll be fine. Oh, almost did full strength there. And then let's get a bunch of these little guys. Just got to remember, pounce. And you'll notice I'm doing everything in a line this direction because I'm going to put the sentiment up here and then the butterfly pointing that direction. I'm not a designer, an artist. I didn't take art classes, so I can't tell you the reasons behind it. I just know that's what you do. So let me move those stamps out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and peel this off of our grip mat. Let me put it away. And let me grab my ruler so that you can see it. I have a clear plastic one. And sorry for that glare. I'm going to grab my Micron pen. And you want to make sure that you don't like get the top of it started like that. So you definitely want to, and in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab some Gina K tape runner, put on the back, and I want this stuck. I don't want the cardstock moving. I want the ruler to move. And I'm going to line this up. I'm going to hold it down. And then I'm going to draw that line. See how I don't have any little bubbles in the top or bottom? And this is just random. I do not have a pattern for this. It's just random. And I'm going to come down here, 90-degree angle. Oh, somehow I got that exactly 1/8 of an inch. And I'm going to do the same thing down here. And then my husband really liked having some crosses up here. Like this. He thought that was pretty neat. So just some cross hatches. Just like that. Now, do I put any kind of splatter on this? That's the question. So, do I want splatter? No, I don't. I'm going to put black mini pearls from Gina K on this. So, next part of the project. I think that's gonna, oh, that is absolutely stunning. So let's go ahead and glue this down, and then you can see, I think it's beautiful. I've got some tape on the back of this, so I'm not going to be able to slide it once I get it down, even though I've got glue. There. That's beautiful. I really like that. So let me get, before I put that down, I wanted to do just a little butterfly. Nope. That's what we're going to do. We can go ahead and glue this down. This is our inside panel. And we're going to go ahead and get our birthday greeting on this, the inside. And I'm shopping my stash. This is our little butterfly. We'll get to that here in a minute, but I need that Misty back. And go ahead and tuck that in the corner, and then I'll pull you out so you can see it. There. And shopping my stash. I love this Just Because I Love You, this happy birthday sentiment in here for my inside. Let me get it straight, and I will let you know what it says. It says, sent with this handmade card are special wishes just for you for a very happy birthday. Enjoy the whole year through. I love it. I think it's a very beautiful sentiment. And I'm going to use the Gina K Black Onyx and just kiss the cardstock. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. I'm going to make those butterflies make it look like it's perfectly fine. And let me clean that stamp off and put it away just like this. And we'll have one more after we cut out that that butterfly from the cardstock. So this is Sweet Mango. This is a little butterfly from those beautiful butterflies, and I'm just doing a couple butterflies and Marigold. Get another one of these up here. And then I'm going to put one down here in the corner. Just like that. Oh, I think that's so fun. My friend is really going to love this. so we're done with the Misty. And let me grab the dies for the beautiful butterfly. And I want to make sure this guy stays where he's supposed to. Get that Dixie cup of water out of the way. And I'm going to pull him down so I can get my head over it. And you don't have to see the back of my head. There. Okay. He is secure. You are secure. Oh no, I am really not getting him straight. There we go. Okay, now it's straight, I think. Well, we're gonna cut it and we're gonna see. Oh, that was my little butterfly I just knocked off my desk. So let me cut this. I'll be right back. Okay, and I did throw a piece of copy paper on top just in case if it picked up, and it did. I don't know if you can see it, but it did pick up some of that black ink. It wasn't completely dry yet. And we're going to peel this guy. Pull that. Oh, look at that. Come on. There we go. Oh, beautiful. I just love this technique that Megan Andrews showed. And I just want to spread it around. Put that die back where it needs to go. Otherwise, I'm going to lose it. And let me grab some cardstock. Okay, I have several different things of cardstock. And I'm just trying to figure out what's going to look the prettiest. Oh, we are not done with. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's pretty too. Oh my. I'm going to have a problem. I don't like the wild dandelion. That's just too much. And then that's just too plain. I don't like the white. I don't like the wild dandelion. So let me put those aside. Marigold and sweet mango. That's really pretty. I think the sweet mango works. I think it pulls in the design behind that. So let me get my scoreboard out. I didn't plan on having that, so I didn't have it handy. And my little score tool. And at 4 1/4. And then my phone folder. Take that off to the side. Oh, that's really not, that did not score properly. Oh, this, okay, we're gonna have to trim this. We are gonna have to trim this because this piece of cardstock was crooked. I didn't think it was, but it is. You can see it right there. So and up here at the top, definitely. So it's not going to be quite A2 size. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, that I did not a great job cutting that one. So let's go ahead, before I put this on, we're gonna get that happy birthday on there. But let me put this on the inside. Oh, this is beautiful. Nice and springy. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, that is really crooked. And then this will be on the front. Oh, so pretty. So let me grab this. And our butterfly is going to go right here. So I want the happy birthday, and I am using Spring Clusters. I love this happy birthday right here. So I think if I put it right here, just make sure it's this one's straight. And that's not, or hang on. Let me tuck this off in the corner because then I know it's straight. Oh, I am not able to think. No. Okay, let's pick it up. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's straight. Okay, so I'm gonna do this with the VersaFine Clair, just because I really like this ink. I love how crisp it stamps. That's gorgeous. And I'm gonna do one more kiss. And then I'm not gonna touch the happy birthday since it's a pigment ink and I want it to dry. And let me clean this off so I can put that away. And I just love Gina's stamp cleaner. I think it does a marvelous job taking pigment inks off of stamps. Okay, now we are really done with that Misty and card base. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little minty tape in there so that it stays put. And then get that down, and let's pop this guy up. I'm loving this card. Sorry it's the same layout, but you know, when you have a layout that works, you just want to be able to use it over and over and over again. And you change the focal points, and it refreshes it. So, okay, this is where I want, and I want that really deep dark circle. I want that mostly covered. Oh, that's so beautiful. So let me grab those mini pearls, and we're gonna, do I want pearls? Or do I want, oh no, we're gonna do the flat discs. This is going through the mail, folks. Okay, and let's cover my Tombow glue, and let me get the Gina K matte. And I need to move that little Dixie cup of water away. All I see that is all over my desk. And starting to go nuts here because I've got way too much out on my desk. Okay. And I'm going to keep the dots in the same diagonal. So we're going to do one up here, one here. We'll start with 5. Let's see if we can find 5 small ones. And I may have to turn these over just like that. Come on. Stick. I was sticking to my pick and stick tool. There. There's another one. Okay, that works. Nope. Stay. There's another one. And let's go for a medium one right here. Oh, I like that. I like this one a lot. So, hey, thanks for joining me today and letting me revisit this layout. Like I said, when you've got a layout that works, shop your stash, change it up. And this is my original. Same layout, same components, some of them, different sentiments, different focal point, and I think this one just really works. Like, again, thanks for joining me. If you're new to the channel, if you would hit that subscribe button down below, I really appreciate it. And then once you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you are notified the next time I post a video. And everything I use today, I will have links down below. A lot of them will be affiliate links, which is a link. I have a relationship with several of the stores, and they don't sponsor this, but if you click and are shopping and click the link and make a purchase, I do receive a very, very, very small commission, and it just helps me bring you YouTube videos like this. So I very much appreciate your support if you're shopping, and if not, that's perfectly fine. And until next time, happy stamping.